everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther, and around here we are all about soft days, honest motherhood, and finding joy in the everyday small things. Whether it's preparing breakfast, dodging burnout, or trying to live well without losing ourselves, this is where I show the real stuff. Gentle stuff, everything in between. If you're into things like this, if you're into faith, motherhood, raising godly kids, you're in the right place. Most mornings, I like to start outside. Soon as I get up, I put on my gym clothes and I start walking. Before the house wakes up, before my to-do list becomes the end all and be all. It's just me, fresh air, and a plan to survive today. I would put on my kettle before I go out. So as soon as I come in, there's hot water for me to make tea with. My lemon and ginger tea gives me life. Little systems like this is what saves my life. I feel like it's been long since I've done a long video like this. Today, people are going to hear gist. Anyways, this is me I'm making a fruit tea, and I'm going to put some chia seeds in it because I'm on this weight loss journey, and my friend put me on to putting some chia seeds in water, letting it soak for 30 minutes to 2 hours before you eat. And then you take it before you eat. Because of chia seeds expand, it kind of makes you feel full faster than you would normally feel full. Even though we are on holiday, I still set the alarm for my kids so they know it's time to wake up because routines still go. They know what they have to do when they get up. Brush your teeth, put yourself together, wear your clothes, everything, and make your bed before we go downstairs to have breakfast. What they need to do is to straighten the blankets, rather the duvet and stuff like that. Now that they are done with their room, it's time for my kids to have their breakfast. I make breakfast. They are done with breakfast now, and they have to clean the table when they are done. And then I head up to start prepping for the day. This is what I'll usually use. This is my everyday routine for, just dressing up, putting myself together, that kind of thing. And then I decide that I'm going to talk you people through what my everyday makeup looks like. It's a no makeup look, but I was just yapping. I realized I couldn't put all of it. So I spread it up here so you don't have to live through the struggle. But trust me, this face didn't just happen. Anyways, now that I've told you how I've spent most of my morning, let me get to the crux of my gist. Some days I wake up tired, and it's not from lack of sleep. Though let's be honest, that's part of it. But from carrying so much for so long, with no real break or pause. And if you're anything like me, a mom, a wife, even a student or entrepreneur, holding it all together, burnout doesn't always look like crying in the dark. Sometimes it's you standing in the kitchen, blankly staring at the pile of dishes or snapping at your kids when what you really need is 5 minutes of silence. One of the major things that people wouldn't tell you about immigrating to a different country is the lack of community. As much as I have tried to build my own community, there's also I won't even say lack of community, but just not having family present can take its toll. Where I can be you know what, you guys are going to go and stay with your grandparents today, and mommy is taking a break and things like that. We don't. Me and my husband are literally mostly all we got. Especially when you don't have the luxury of, having a nanny 24/7 or having someone to clean the house every day. The truth is that no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how chaotic it gets, the world keeps moving. The children will still wake up hungry. They'll still need your attention. The house still needs cleaning. The list never finishes. But you or me, we are running on fumes. Like I said, there's no nanny, no grandma coming over to lighten the load. I hardly get a me time unless I create it in the cracks of the day. So I do what I can, tiny pauses, soft ritual, like a walk in the morning before the chaos, my ginger tea that I sip in peace before everybody starts calling mommy, mommy, mommy. A playlist that reminds me that I'm still me, because I'm not just a mom, I'm me. And me, I recharge alone. I'm very chatty. If you meet me and then like we know each other, we know me, you know me, we're friends. I'm a very chatty person. But my social battery is tiny. Give me 30 minutes of talking and interacting with people, laughing, doing all the things. And then I need to disappear and rest for the remaining day. Because I'm like, I've had it. But life doesn't always make space for that. So I've learned to steal those moments. A 10-minute face routine, lighting a candle before I clean. And sometimes this burnout makes it difficult to show up, especially on social media, for me personally, because there are so many other things behind the scenes that I need to get done in my own personal life that I'm like, you know what? YouTube is just going to be on the back burner, but I'm trying. Burnout for moms like me doesn't announce itself. It builds slowly, quietly. So I'm learning to catch it early, to say, I need a minute to teach my kids that mom is a person too and not a personal chauffeur or whatever it is that they want. If no one else is going to pour into me, then I have to do it. For me, for them, because the best version of me isn't the one who does the most, it's the one who feels the most alive. And I deserve that too. We all do. After I have felt like this for a while, like just going through this whole burnout thing, it felt like I was consistently going through highs and lows. I would work at it and, I feel like I'm better, and then it's back again. I had to speak to my husband about it. I'm like, this is crazy. I can't keep feeling like this. We need to get to the root of this problem. And we came up with a plan. Both that would cost us, some money, and it will definitely affect how I had planned to spend the summer. There had to be some restructuring done to ensure that I get the rest that I need when, or the time I need to myself. One of the things my husband said to me is, we need you okay, because when you're okay as the mother of this house, everybody's going to be okay. If you are not, everything is bad. So I'm going to give you 3 small things you can do to guard your heart from burnout, especially when you're the one everyone is counting on. The first thing I'll say is to build micro habits or rituals into your day. It could be your herbal tea, your skincare at night, lighting a candle before bedtime. They are not just aesthetics, they are anchors, something that reminds you that I matter too and this thing is for me, right? Also, the second thing I'll say is to schedule time alone, even if it's just 15 minutes. You're not being selfish for needing space. You're a person. I'm a person. We're all persons. Take a walk, sit in silence, pray, put the kids in quiet time, or let the screen do the babysitting for 20 minutes if you must. No guilt. The pause might save you from snapping later, to be honest. The last thing is to let people in, even if you're the strong one. Whether it's your spouse, a friend, or a therapist, speak up. You don't have to fall apart first before you ask for help. Let your community see you. Burnout is not a badge of honor. It doesn't make you the most, productive person or make you the best parent in the world. And surviving motherhood shouldn't feel like you're barely making it through each day. You're doing more than enough, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is to pause, take a rest. Today wasn't perfect in any way, but it was ours, and sometimes that's more than enough. Thank you so much for spending the day with us or some time with us. If you made it to the end, I hope you leave here not just entertained, but also a little more sane. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if anything today resonated with you, or if you're just a mama out here doing her best. See you in our next video. Bye.